Hello students, welcome to the second class of business studies, correct? In continuation of our chapter 1, okay, we'll move on to economic activities. In that we are going to understand business, profession and employment, correct? We all know that human beings are busy in various type of activities. Okay, some they are doing for psychological and mental satisfaction, out of love, sympathy, care, belongingness feeling, patriotism, etc. All those such activities are known as non-economic activities. But certain activities they are undertaking for money, so that they can create wealth or assets and they can satisfy their basic needs. Correct? This can be categorized into business, profession and employment. So now let us start with the first economic activity, which is business. It relates to purchase, production, sale, distribution of goods and services. Correct? Any businessman can be a manufacturer. Okay, or he might be buying manufactured good in wholesale quantity and selling it on retail basis. So he might be a wholesaler or retailer or a distributor or an agent or a manufacturer. That is business, correct? Or it is not necessary that business relates to only goods, but it is also related to services that we have, like banking, transport, water, supply, communication, networks, electricity supply, advertisement, marketing, insurance. All these are examples of services. But the main objective is profit making. I have given you some other examples like farming, mining, fishing, manufacturing, wholesale, etc. Correct? Now, but one most important thing that you should remember is that business is full of uncertainty and risk. So the reward may be in terms of profit, or at times it might be the reverse in form of loss. So it's a full adventurous and risky venture. Next, profession. For professionals, they require specialized knowledge, skill. They have to follow a code of conduct. As for example, a lawyer to practice in India has to follow the code of conduct as laid down by the Bar Council of India. Correct? Doctors have to follow the code as laid down by the Medical Council of India. Similarly, chartered accountants have to follow the code laid down by the Institute of Chartered Accountant in India. Okay, so all these are professionals. Their entry is restricted. Exams are taken for their entrance. Okay, so and when they clear the entrance exam, then they get specialized knowledge, and applying that specialized knowledge, then they can become good professionals. So they are known as professionals. I give you the example. Now we are coming to the third type. This is what? Employment. Employment means working for others. There is a contract between employer and employee. The person working for other is employee, and the person who is hiring is known as employer. And in return, the employer gives the employee remuneration or wage. Correct? So I have mentioned all main points. Working for others, remuneration in form of wage or salary, employees and employer contract. Very less investment is required, less risk, unless you do major disobedience or give any chance for complaint, then not much risk. But as compared to business and profession, here investment is required. The doctor needs investment in clinic. Same is the case with chartered accountant. They need space and money for their office and so on. In employment, there is not much risk. Okay. A contract has to be obeyed, and if there is breach of contract, then the employee might be removed from the world. So in comparison to business, profession and employment, the less riskier is employment, but of course the return is not also much, correct? So I hope you have understood this. In the next class we are going to do difference between economic and non-economic activities.